Hey guys, welcome to another video at Ground Zero Vibes, where we discuss real topics that help us make better decisions in life. I wish I had a me when I was making my mistakes, so I am here for you. I already did it, so you don't have to. In today's video, we're going to discuss ways to tell that he's enmeshed with his mom. Now, a man can be enmeshed with anyone in his surroundings. He can be enmeshed with a sister, a grandmother, a friend, anyone in his family or friend group that he has absolutely no boundaries and unlimited loyalty to, regardless of who he is dating, who he is married to, who he is in a relationship with. He will choose these people over the person. So if that person is you, listen up. A mother who enmeshes her son lives to undermine, de-edify, villainize, deconstruct, and borderline torture the woman in anything her son builds with the woman. Now, take into consideration that if it isn't the mother and it's a sister or a cousin or someone he's closely related to, this role can be whoever. It can belong to whoever. It doesn't have to be the mother, but it's usually the mother with the son when there is a such thing as mom-son enmeshment. A lot of people get confused what a mama's boy is as opposed to an enmeshed man. Mama's boys are simply young men who are kind and sweet on their mama and would do anything for her within reason. And they're able to disconnect in a healthy way and function as a man. That is a mama's boy. You know, he loves his mama. He won't let anything happen to his mama, but he has a healthy relationship with his mother. He does not have an enmeshment with his mother. An enmeshment, by the very definition, means two or more are combined. You are enmeshed together. You are trying to make one out of multiple. So this is 10 ways, and I'm going to give you a bonus if you wait till the end. This is 10 ways to tell he is enmeshed. Number 1, spending time talking endlessly on the phone or talking 2 to 3 times a day with the mother figure. She has to make sure that she knows every single nugget and niblet that's going on in his life. So he is trained to be on the phone with his mother for long periods of time, or she makes sure to call him to keep tabs on everything that he is doing and thinking. Number 2, she does and takes pride in doing his personal tasks like laundry or cleaning his area or cooking for him like he's her man. She literally does things for him as if he is her husband. She will take away the tasks that he should be learning to do on his own as a man so that he can perform them in his own life and in his own household. She will do them. So she will always make him feel indebted to her by always taking these tasks off his hands, even though he is of age and should be able to do these things himself. Number 3, there's a sexual undertone in their relationship. She actually refers to him as her man or second husband or husband if she doesn't have a man, or calls him sexy or discuss what he does in bed. I don't know if you've ever been around women who are creepy on their sons in this way, and lots of people attribute it to penis worship. You know, it doesn't matter that it's her son. She sees him as a sexual object. So this is where that emotional incest comes from. She sees him as how he is able to please other women. It's almost as if she wants to get in bed with him. It really does get that weird, depending on the level of enmeshment this man has with his mother figure. Number 4, The seat discussion is a hot topic for her. Now, we've all seen those videos and memes where there's a girlfriend who may not actually be the wife yet, and sometimes it is a wife, and then there's the mom. The man is driving the car, so there's an argument over who gets the front seat. Does the mother get the front seat, or does the woman get the front seat? Now, I could go head on and give who I think should get the front seat, and I do think his mate should get the front seat, but I also do believe in respect for your elders. Now, if she is in some sort of way uncomfortable in the back, I do feel it is noble to offer your position, because that's what it is. It is a position. I do feel it noble to offer your position to your elders if it will make them comfortable or would make them feel highly regarded. I do believe in that. I'm not here to say, oh no, fuck his mother. His mother need to sit in the back because I'm here. I would never say that. Within reason, I do feel like the woman should maintain her role in her man's life as his queen and as his person that he chose. He could not choose his mother, but he chose the woman. Therefore, she should have a place that is highly regarded in his life. And if it is the front seat of the car that sometimes they both pay for, then so be it. But I find it very weird that the mothers of these sons have a problem by saying, well, it's not that important who sits in the front, so why can't she just sit in the back? Okay, well then if it's not that important, why do you want to sit in the front? Why do you want to take that position away from his woman? Why do you want to knock her down a peg and sit in the front seat? I've even seen some mothers say, well, you're not the wife yet. Well, ma'am, respectfully, how can she ever become the wife if he's treating her as if she doesn't matter on account of you? And you're going to always be there. You're his mother, for Christ's sakes. No one can take your spot. Okay. And I think they fail to realize this. No one can take your spot. So by him showing his woman some sort of regard, that should not be an insult to you. So if it doesn't matter who sits up front, why does it matter to you? Why can't you just sit in the back so that he may have his woman at his side the way it should be? Number 5, she expects her son to treat his woman loosely and transactional. Now, it's funny to me, and let me stop saying it's funny. It's not funny at all. A woman who has a son does not mind seeing his son treat his women like trash, because she is the woman of his life and she sees it as a threat that he is having other women that he cares for. Now, a lot of the times this is because she doesn't have a man of her own, but it is also weird when she does have a man and she still puts her son in this position. So she allows, teaches, and shows him and actually praise and celebrates the fact that he will not settle with his woman. He will not treat his woman with respect. And when he treats his woman loosely, she encourages it. She encourages the cheating. She will not talk to him in a way that says, hey, son, I am a woman and I would not like if my man was doing this to me. She doesn't see it that way. She sees it as her baby boy, her son, her Jody, okay, her prince, her king, her second husband is higher above everyone else, even the men she dates. So the rules do not apply for him. He can dog his women. He can treat his women transactionally. If he needs sex, I'd rather you go get someone you can pay than to build an actual relationship based off of love and honor and adoration. I don't want that for you. I'd rather you be in transactional relationships. So whenever you need your needs met that I can't meet, then you can go get yourself a hooker or some sort of sex worker to provide those needs for you. And you will not be attached to her, because that will be an insult to me if you get attached to any woman outside of me. Okay. Number 6, His mom alludes to the notion that you need to earn your way into their family dynamic. Now, bear in mind that sometimes they have a very toxic family dynamic. Anytime there's this large amount of enmeshment going on within their family, 9 times out of 10 is based on a lot of toxicity within the home and within the family structure itself. There's people that they play favorites, they stop talking to each other, and usually this happens with smaller families. And I'll get into another video about the difference between a man with or a mate with a large family as opposed to a mate with a small family. Usually this is found in small families where there's a scarcity mindset around their people. So they don't want outsiders coming in taking their people from them. That's part of it, but that's not all of it. You have to earn your way into their family as if they are some sort of royals. There's some sort of prize to win. There's some sort of money, as if you don't have to build with this man to create a life for your family. She has the nerve to act as if it's already there. There's some sort of safe or Scrooge McDuck vault that you'll be in once you earn your way into their family. So with that comes a lot of hazing. It comes with a lot of mistreatment. It comes with a lot of undermining. Like I said, deconstruction is almost like, like the army says, we're going to break you down to build you up. So there's a power pull always in these family dynamics. So there's going to always be some sort of subtle or overt attack on you as the outsider coming into their family unit. You have to get down with how they get down. There will be arguments and all types of altercations started around you, and you're wondering how we got here. But all of that is hazing. It's almost like they have to haze you into their toxic family unit to see if you'll fall back, which is what the mom is hoping, or if you'll come forward and pose as some sort of competition. And honey, that competition never ever stops until the mom closes her eyes for good. That competition will not stop because she's already been building since before her son met you. She's been building this mentality inside of him that she is the one to be chosen. So don't be surprised if you get yourself an enmeshed man or an enmeshed person, and it seems like you have to go through a series of hazing before you can feel accepted in their family. The mom is not gonna like you to begin with. And if she does, trust me, there's some sort of sinister undertone to her pulling you in and then just destroying you afterwards. Number 7. She ties up her son's money with ongoing expenses. She wants to make sure that this man is wrung dry so that he cannot take care of you as his woman, as his spouse, as his partner. She wants to take all of his money. She wants for him to pay her bills, especially if she doesn't have a man that can really do this for her. She uses, like I said, her son as a second husband in more ways than one. So financially is a great way to use him as a second husband. And with you coming along, you pose as more expenses. Now he has a woman to take care of, and God forbid you all make babies, and he has a family to take care of. He has a home to take care of. He has bills of his own now. He can't just drop money on his mother whenever she sees fit. Now, and a lot of the times these moms, they don't need the money from the son. They just want to tie his funds up. And you'll notice that she may ask for money at the most ungodly, unnecessary, and daunting times. Like if there's some sort of bill, like I said, he's going to always be on the phone with her. He's going to always be telling you all's business to his mom or whatever figure he's enmeshed with. So she's going to know whatever you got coming down the pipe as far as bills and expenses and stuff. Then she's going to come up with some sort of bill or expense that she needs. She needs a new computer. She needs him to pay the water bill or the taxes on the home. She needs him desperately now that you all have a life that you're building, and or if there's something nice that he wants to do for you, she's going to also have something that she wants him to do for her. It is a competition. Make no mistake about it. Number 8, she acts jealous of gifts, dates, and treatments her son gives to you. Now, if she has a man in her life, it really makes no sense, because her man ought to be the one that she looks to for that type of treatment. But it is an insult when her son does these special things for his woman. It could be because sometimes she didn't get that special treatment from his dad or her husband or whatever men she chose in her life. It could be that. So whenever she sees her son handing out things to another woman, she's gonna talk against that, or she's gonna want to have something to do with it heavily, so that he will never have that sense of, I did this on my own for my woman. She's going to want to have some sort of involvement in it, whether it's picking out something for you or helping him pay for it, so that she can always be connected and enmeshed. Like I said, the definition, she can always be enmeshed in what he's doing with you. You cannot have one. If he is an enmeshed man, you can never have him. All right. He belongs to his mother. And I'm going to show you some memes that I saw where older women were saying, let his mom have him. This is nothing new. This didn't just come about because you have a man who is enmeshed with his mom. This has been a thing since long before we were here. Okay? She is jealous of the woman that he chooses because she can't be his woman. She can't be any of his women. She can't be his woman. You cannot hold that space in his life ever. So she overplays her part as a mother, and she smothers him with indebtedness and responsibility to her. So she's going to be jealous of anything that he does for women outside of her, unless it is transactional. Okay. If he is in some sort of love with you or adoration, don't be surprised if soon come it gets broken up. Okay. Because that's how she roll, baby. All right. Number 9. She unnecessarily disturbs her son when she knows he's spending intimate time with you. Oh yeah, like I said, he spends a lot of time on the phone with her, bumping gums about everything that's going on between you two, because you can never have your own separate relationship with her son. It has to be you, her, and him. She's going to always be sitting in the middle of you. It doesn't matter what you and her son is doing. You can be miles and miles and miles away. He's going to be on the phone with his mother, updating every single millisecond that you are spending together. And I have a theory as to why he does that, but I think I'll discuss that in another video, but I'll briefly touch on it right now. Because he is enmeshed with his mother, she has been serving this role in his life as telling him what to do. So he does not feel that he can trust himself with certain tasks and things that to do, as far, especially when it comes to matters of how to treat a woman. He is unequipped with those type of things, thanks to his upbringing and his mother not wanting him to be. So he leans on her, ironically, for what to do in these situations. And she's going to give him ill advice because she doesn't want you and him to last. Okay, so she's going to tell him things to do that's going to destruct your relationship instead of pulling it together. She doesn't want to see you last with him. So, and whatever mom says, he's going to think it's 100% correct because that's what she has embedded in his mind. One of my favorite movies, and I have a lot of favorite movies, by the way. The Water Boy, Adam Sandler. Bobby Boucher and his mother is an example of a mom-son enmeshment. She told him what to do, what to think, how to feel about certain things. She gave him a perspective, and it wasn't until he went out into the world and defied her fully until he could become a man of his own, who can think, who can see, who can do things, who can have a woman, who can have a life without the overbearing mother. So if she knows that he's spending time with you and you all about to do something, great fun and something quality, she's going to assert herself in the space. She's going to either call her son, she's going to pop up, she's going to have some sort of quote unquote emergency. Anything that's going to come in between what you guys could be possibly building in those intimate times, those dates, those outings, those adventures that you and him will have. Number 10, she seeks little birdies to follow the son around, to monitor y'all's relationship and report back to her. Oh yeah, I would call these flying monkeys. So don't be surprised if your enmeshed man, although he may not roll with the enmeshed person, be it, like I said, his mom, his sister, or whoever, cousin, whoever, she will definitely have some sort of buddy system where he will almost not be able to be alone. So she will seek a family friend, a cousin, a sibling, or something to hang around him to report every little thing he is doing in his relationship. And it is especially when he has a relationship. She wants to know everything, but it's kind of weird if the mom goes everywhere with him and follow him around. So she seeks little birdies out, little toddlers, and they may carry out the agenda of the mother when she is not there. So that's why I say it's a flying monkey. Someone who can be attached to your mate, like a friend, like a homeboy or some sort of cousin. Someone who can be attached to your mate and report back to the mom what's going on between you two. And this person may even throw a little spice in the mix and get you arguing, or throw little things inside of his mind and make him think other things about you, So don't be surprised if your man always has someone with him who is watching. They're a monitoring spirit. They're literally a monitoring bird. They're like a bird. They are what I would call the fly on the wall. They are. When the mom can't be there, that fly is there watching everything that he does, literally. So pay attention. If you suspect that you have a man who is enmeshed with his mother, look around for who may be the fly on the wall, reporting back to him. They keep it tight knit. They keep everything close to the heart and what each other is doing. That, like I said, the enmeshment comes from having absolutely no boundaries. So all the time the boundaries get crossed in these family structures. And here's a bonus one. I know I said I had 10, but here's a bonus one. She guilt trips him into being in emotional indebtedness with her, and she recharges the agenda often. Yes, ma'am. See, some of you didn't think that this existed, but it does. And it isn't just mother-son relationships, but the mother-son relationship is one of the major ways that you could get caught up with a man and have a good relationship go sour, and then you would have selected the wrong man. See, coming up, the father may have left, and I covered this in another video. The father may have left, so that left her with the son alone. And because she had no man in her life, or the man in her life wasn't the son or the father or the man that she really wanted, which was his dad, she uses the son, who is, the offspring of the dad, the closest thing, as the pseudo husband. So now he has a role to play. It's almost like he is really married to his mother. And I'm dead serious about this. I'm not even laughing. He's married to his mother, so therefore he has vows. Okay? And those vows supersede anything that he creates with any women in his life, including you. Yes. Don't think that you can come into this type of dynamic and fight with the mom for some sort of ruling over her son. She's already been working on him since he was a baby. Okay? So when you see relationship dynamics like this in families, baby girl, pack your shit and get the hell on. You will not win against his mother. This woman will pass away, and he will still have that emotional indebtedness to the mother. She has been working on him for far longer than you knew him. So this is deeply embedded, and you can bring this to his knowledge. It will not matter. It's only going to make you look crazy and like you can't move on with life. And also, people don't like you talking about their mama. So he may not even see it in this scientific way that is being posed to him. He isn't going to want to see that. All logic belongs to the mother. He's like a robot. He doesn't really exist. You're dating the mother. You're not dating him. He is indebted to her. The enmeshment comes from her living vicariously through him in a very toxic way. She doesn't want to see him succeed. She doesn't want to see him move on. She doesn't want to see him do grand things or have a family. She doesn't want him to do better than her. She doesn't want him to do anything outside of her. That's a slap in the face. That's the way she looks at it. That's the way she's taught him. That's the way she sees it. He is in a debt to her. So even if he wanted to explore a life with you, he feels guilty behind doing so. And so he's going to always be pulling back in your relationship. He's going to always be running back to the mother with everything that you and him discuss. So trust and believe, if you are talking about his mother to him, she knows it. And if you don't care, that's a battle that you don't even want. You might as well just move on, because forever, that is the way it's going to be. And I'm bringing this to you because I know I've been in different situations where I've seen the family enmeshment. So I can tell you what it looks like. But a lot of times people are looking at it like, oh yeah, he's just a mama's boy. No, sis. Mama's boy and a mom-son enmeshment are two totally different things. All right? So don't say I didn't warn you. Like and subscribe, and we'll dig deeper into this because I want you all to really understand. I know this is very new. The term enmeshment and all is very new, and I want to dig deep into this for you, not even just with the mom, because I don't want to seem like I'm always bashing on men's moms, because moms, in whatever fashion that they had to bring you up, some of these mothers who are enmeshing with their son, they had a toxic upbringing themselves. So I don't blame them, but it's just the way it is. And I'd rather you avoid this type of situation for yourself than to learn it the hard way and feel as though you have to be some sort of family therapist that they didn't ask for, that they don't want. All right. Like and subscribe. See you later.